I have some very sad news. Our father is dead. He passed away peacefully last Sunday in his sleep. I feel so lonely now.
Father had been but a shadow of himself since your departure. I had to take care of everything for him. Housework, factory paperwork, the workforce, clients, everything. And now, today, well, I really don't know who or what I'm fighting for. Times are so hard, and this terrible war is destroying everything. Nobody cares for our automatons anymore. I just think about you returning. And when you do return, I will have turned this factory into a palace worthy of your genius. Please take care of yourself. I love you so much, Anna.
Hello and good day. Today is the day. I'm gonna finish Syberia today. Yeah, gonna do it. Figure out where the hell this anchor he threw at me is, or how do I hook it up to the train? Bingo. I spent so much time yesterday
That's going to work.
not being able to find that. Feel a little silly now. Super early. Oh, that's loud. Okay. Yeah, I don't know why I'm going this way. Actually, my eyes are like really, really watery. Oh,
Hello, Kate Walker here.
Miss Walker, this is Professor Ponce. I'm about to start my lecture on the UCOs at any moment. Please make haste to come.
Okay, I'll give it my best.
Excellent. We'll be in the main lecture hall. See you soon.
I forgot he had my number. I do remember where the lecture hall is. This way. Kate has to do an incredible amount of work for such a small task, it seems like. It's like the story of this game. It's the library, lecture hall is... Not go up here? Didn't I go up here last time?
Ah, there you are, Miss
All right.
Walker. Good, good. Take a seat quickly. I'm impatient to start my lesson.
Where's all the students? Oh.
My young friends, a very exciting discovery, unimaginable up until only a few hours ago, has come into my hands and has finally allowed me to complete my study on the mysterious Yukol people. Lights, please. The Yukols are a people from the far north about whom very little is known. They live far away, very far away, on the frozen borders of Syberia. This distance and the climatic conditions of the region, which are unfavorable to human existence, have limited the size of the Yukol population and kept it out of reach of the scientific world. The handful of slides that follow are actually the only documentation we have in our possession. It was a Russian explorer who made these drawings and took these photographs 100 or so years ago. Today, we owe what we know about the Yukol people and their culture to him. We know that the origins of the Yukols date back to the last Ice Age. Curiously, evidence of their presence has been found in Western Europe, and more precisely in the prehistoric caves at the heart of the Alps. This people, it seems, undertook a long migration over centuries towards the far north of the globe. The reasons for this migration are due to the importance of the mammoth in their craft, trade, and culture. They used them for transportation and as beasts of burden. The mammoth brought them meat, skins, fat, and ivory. Man and animal lived in symbiosis. There's no doubt about it. Mammoths started to drift away from the region due to changing climatic conditions, and the Yukols followed them to the north, the edges of Syberia. Prehistoric cave drawings, identified as Yukol in origin, first led me to the extraordinary hypothesis that the Yukols had managed to domesticate the mammoth. They are, to the best of our knowledge, the only prehistoric people to represent a man riding a mammoth. Today, because of this genuine mammoth skin effigy, identified by myself as an authentic Neolithic object, I can confirm this hypothesis. Yukol forebears managed to tame mammoths. Prehistoric man uses little imagination. He draws what he sees and represents scenes from real life. This familiar day-to-day object is actually a children's toy. As we have seen, Yukol existence was inextricably linked to that of the mammoth. They used its skin for clothing and to make the roofs and walls of their houses. They used the tusks to build the frameworks of their homes, as well as weapons, tools, and jewelry. Curiously, the disappearance of the mammoth 12,000 years ago had no immediate effect on the Yukol's way of life. It seemed that for a long time after, the people maintained their strong bond with the mammoth through the centuries. As incredible as it may seem, the Yukol people have continued right up until the start of this century to feed themselves on mammoth meat and to use the skin for clothing and shelter. Their ivory craftwork industry is still flourishing. It would appear that to preserve ancestral customs, the Yukols learned how to exploit through the centuries the large number of frozen mammoth carcasses that were perfectly preserved in the ice of the Siberian tundra. They have been able to live mainly off this enormous freezer stock for almost 30 centuries. As plausible as this explanation may seem, it seems it is not enough for the scientific community who, I will confess, is greatly perplexed by the question. In the absence of acceptable scientific evidence, we have to make do with Yukol shaman artifacts. The research department that I have the honor to represent today lends no credence to the myths and legends that these tribal charlatans peddle. We have to take their stories at face value, mere tales to while away the long Siberian winter. The legend of the Siberian ice ark is a very good example. You are invited to find out for yourselves from the pamphlet that I had passed around to you. This legend would have us believe that today, somewhere on a lost island to the north of Syberia, there are living mammoths still in existence, a sort of hangover from the Ice Age. This small herd has been miraculously preserved for more than 120 centuries by the Yukol's tender care. And the island on which the pachyderms are said to live is called Syberia. My friends, I advise you to resist the temptation you may have to believe in this pish and tish. The island of Syberia is not charted on any map, and the idea that mammoths have survived to the 21st century is an idle scientist's pipe dream. The Yukols were sadly among the first victims of the colonization of continental Syberia led by the Russians in the 20th century. The kolkhoz and sovkhoz systems, as well as the exploitation, disdain, and humiliation people had to suffer, marked a definitive break in the Yukol's traditional lifestyle. Since the collapse of the communist regime, the Yukol population finds itself confronted with the same political and social upheavals that other Siberian communities are experiencing. There are two consequences to arise from this. Some Yukos have lost their tribal identity and have integrated into the Russian population. Others, however, have sought long and hard to re-establish links with their ancestral culture that was lost under the Soviet regime. Now, at the start of the 21st century, the last true surviving Yukos have gone to live on the vast territories of their ancestors. Nobody knows today where they live or how they survive. Their very existence would be a matter for speculation if they did not turn up periodically at the tundra's most isolated fur trading posts to exchange mammoth tusks for essential items. There ends my lecture for today. Thank you for being among us today, Miss Walker. Please make your way to the laboratory where you will find your mammoth doll. There are also photocopies of my lectures should you so require them.
You couldn't bring the doll to the lecture? It's actually very interesting. And I'm very appreciative that they spoke about the colonization of that Ice Age civilization. The game is very forward-thinking to be so old, and it kind of leads me to believe that a lot of visual novels probably are more forward-thinking and daring. And do the good old run up to everything
Professor,
and
it's
oops.
me. I've come to pick up the mammoth doll.
The doll is waiting for you there, Miss Walker. Please take good care of it.
Don't worry. I'm beginning to get quite attached to it myself. Can I trouble you just a little longer?
With pleasure, Kate. I'm all ears.
Hold
I'll
on, big
leave
dog.
you in-
Let me make sure I got
Sorry?
that doll. Is the doll over here? What's this? Yeah. Yeah. What is this? The legend of the Ivory Ark. The last ice age ended when the planet warmed up. This sudden climate change threatened the existence of many animal species, including mammoths inhabiting the far northern Siberian waste. It is said that the Yukol people decided to follow Noah's example and build an enormous ark to try to preserve the mammoth's existence. Wow. They lived in symbiosis with the, I have no idea, pachyderm, which was at the heart of their religious worship. The ship was constructed entirely from mammoth tusks. A small herd of mammoths was installed on the board with enormous quantities of fodder. Control of the ship was entrusted to a handful of particularly intrepid Yukol clans. Their mission was to take the animals to other lands with pastures more befitting to their survival. One day 50 summers later, wow, that's strange to read. One day 50 summers later, as legend would have it, the ark returned to its starting point. The Yukols were astonished to find nobody aboard apart from the carcasses of several mammoths perfectly preserved in the ice encasing the ship. The clansmen believed this was a mysterious sign from the gods, and they ate the mammoths in a memorable feast. Alright. 1 week later, the ark set sail once more, carried away by the currents. Again, it returned half a century later, with not a soul on board except more well-preserved frozen mammoth carcasses. That's actually creepy. This mystery continued for millennia, each time the surprisingly well-preserved mammoths appearing out of nowhere. The Yukos interpreted the phenomenon as a benevolent offering from their dead companions who were believed to have perished on the Ark's first voyage in some horrendous maritime cataclysm. It was believed that their souls had found eternal rest on a mythical island that the shaman named Syberia. They constructed a whole religion around this belief with rites and customs punctuated by the periodic appearances of the Phantom Ship and its precious cargo. It's pretty cool. For centuries nothing changed the Ark's mysterious cycle, only the size of the mammoths changed, reducing... what the hell is that word? Reducing imperceptibly over time. This game's educating me every day. Until one day 100 or so years ago, the Ark returned earlier than expected. It was empty. The Yukos were dumbfounded and utterly confused. The spirits of their ancestors had forsaken them. Everything they had believed in that had been the bedrock of their culture since the very depths of time had now lost all meaning. The The most fanatical believers noted that the frequency of appearances had in fact increased and maintained that there was still hope as long as the Ark continued its return journeys from the unknown. Some elder Yukos boasted having seen it several times, but thenceforth, each time the white ship returned, it only offered an empty shell to the despairing eyes of the surviving Yukos. This belief became superstition and the reality became legend. Wow. Oh, that's a lot to take in. Alright, big dog.
What is it you want to know, miss?
Your Hans Vorarlberg sounds uncannily like the one I'm looking for. Can you tell me a little bit more about him?
He was always a mystery to me. He never said very much, and never quite seemed to grasp what you said to him. He expressed himself instead through his incredible mechanical contraptions.
I feel like we already discussed Hans.
I admit, have been
I thought it would
much
be a
appreciated
bit of new
by the
dialogue.
university.
It doesn't seem to be.
The few times we really did talk.
I must congratulate you for your lecture. You were right. The subject is absolutely fascinating. I never believed that mammoths could be so interesting.
What you heard was only the tip of the iceberg, my dear. But if I have at least awoken a passion in you, I'm only too proud.
Did Hans Vorarlberg agree with your hypothesis on the Yukos being able to tame mammoths?
Now, Hans was no man of science. His pathological obsession was to find mammoths that were still in existence. Such a hypothesis is somewhat overblown, don't you think?
You don't believe in it yourself?
Mammoths died out thousands of years ago. Of this we are certain. Today, the only mammoths in Syberia are frozen ones.
Do you know where Hans might have gone after his stay here in Barrackstadt?
No, but I would not be surprised if he left in search of the Yukos, or what is left of them today.
Okay, I think this wraps it up, Professor Potts.
I'll leave you in peace. I hope I haven't disturbed you too much.
Sorry? No, not at all, my dear child.
Do I finally get to go back to the train? It's been such a long time at this university. I haven't been to a university in so long. I feel like going back, I would feel like an alien, you know? I'm actually very ignorant when it comes to Inuits. I don't know if there is Inuit is like a broad term or if it's like an actual tribe name. I feel like it's a broad term, and then within the Inuit there are multiple different peoples, but I'm not sure. This game is really got me considering that, because obviously it's a huge comparison to the Yukos. Should probably educate myself on that. Looking like, where's the train, dude? Back where you belong. Find a way, find the train, find a way to... Okay. Yeah, okay, here's the winding mechanism. So I'm guessing they have one at every station. But I thought this train was like a state-of-the-art type.
That's going to work.
Bro. Okay. Actually, the train is probably state-of-the-art, but the mechanics for it to, I guess, rev up is fairly standard fare for automotives. I always wanted to ride like a luxury train. I've been on plenty of trains before, but never a luxury train. Please don't be my mom, please.
Hello?
Where are you?
Dan?
Hi, Dan.
Oh my god,
I'm in
I'd rather it be my
Barrackstadt.
mom.
Pollock, what? Is that a town? I hope the man you're looking for lives there. Are you coming home soon?
From what I gather, it's one huge university with an extraordinary station aviary. If you could only see it, there are trees and birds everywhere. It's so weird here.
Sounds like a great place for a bit of sightseeing. So, are you coming back soon?
I don't think so. In fact, the train I'm traveling on has some kind of a mechanical problem. We've been forced to stop here.
Us? I thought you were alone. Who's with you?
Oscar.
Oscar, the train engineer.
You're messing around with mechanics now, are you?
Don't be so stupid, Dan, please. Oscar's an automaton created by Mr. Varlberg, the man I'm looking for. And he's not any old robot. He's a sophisticated butler type, if you see what I mean. He's a bit obsessive as well.
Kate, I don't know what they're feeding you in Europe, but don't you think it's time that you came home?
But my mission still isn't finished.
To hell with your mission. I don't know why you accepted it in the first place. If you just stuck to the middle of the road, then we wouldn't be in this mess.
We? If there's any mess, it's me who's in it. And while I'm trying to come to grips with strange towns, you, my darling, are sitting at home on your butt. I seem to remember we had nothing against my departure.
That's right,
It
Kate.
was only going to be 2 or 3 days, Kate. Please, try to put yourself in my shoes.
No.
Your shoes. Not only do I have to fit myself into your diary, but I've got to get myself into your shoes as well? Is there anywhere else Sir would like me to put myself while we're on this subject?
Yes.
Look, I don't want to talk about it now. Call me back when you calm down.
I was perfectly calm before I picked up your call.
Damn
I
right.
only wanted a few words of encouragement, not your disdain.
Yes.
Was that too much to ask?
You can be such a selfish...
Selfish what?
Takes one to know one, sweetheart.
God his ass. Listen. I'm hyped. I mean, I did have a Red Bull. That's what I'm talking about, Kate. Kate Walker. I'm lost now. That shit fired me up. Finally, sticking up for yourself.
Everything okay?
Yes, Kate Walker. I am waiting to continue our journey.
She handled it well, too. Okay, Okay, can we leave?
If you tell me,
Everything is ready. Take your seat, Kate Walker. We are leaving.
You got it.
I'll... Okay...
Man, what a way to tell him off. What the hell? Do I have to, like, physically take my seat? Oh, wait a second.
No point waiting.
Bruh. Did we really just stop, bruh? Come on, man. Come on, bro. Where's the windy thingy?
What are you doing there, Oscar?
It is imperative that we comply with railroad and customs regulations, Kate Walker.
Oscar, don't you think we could drop the trifling details once and for all?
Please.
We need an exit visa to get beyond the wall, Kate Walker.
And you wouldn't know where I could get one of them from, would you?
There is usually some form of authority stationed at a guard post that is strategically positioned to issue such a visa.
Oh my god. I go through all the options.
Do you realize, my good man, that as a lawyer charged with an important matter of inheritance, I could sue you for obstructing justice?
Kate Walker, we still need an exit visa in any case.
She tried it.
I don't suppose you can help me get this visa then?
Your non-supposition is correct, Kate Walker.
You do realize, don't you, Oscar, that by preventing me from continuing this journey, you are also depriving yourself of the opportunity to meet your creator, Hans Varlberg.
Procedure requires an exit visa, Kate Walker.
God, I think I'm going crazy.
That is not a requirement, Kate Walker. Only an exit visa is necessary.
Oh my god.
Oscar, the automaton that drives this train will be really impatient to leave soon, because he's totally obsessed about punctuality.
Yes, Kate Walker.
And it's weird, because sometimes, when he drops all that stuff about procedure, he can be so charming and attentive.
Please refrain from attributing human emotions to me, Kate Walker.
Actually, I agree with him.
Oscar, don't you think we've wasted enough time already?
You neglected to find the clockwork winding mechanism for the train with sufficient haste, Kate Walker.
What nerve! And you refused to lend a helping hand. Help that could have been invaluable to me.
I agree, Kate Walker.
If you weren't so obsessed by procedure, we wouldn't have had a hitch.
I am not entirely convinced, Kate Walker.
Oscar, please, let's get in the train and leave, can we?
I know.
Yes, Kate Walker. Give me the visa.
Oh my god.
Okay. See you later, Oscar.
Yes, Kate Walker.
Bro, this looks like some type of fortress. The precursor to Wall Maria from Shingeki no Kyojin. Actually, Wall Maria seems a bit primitive compared to... Oops. I don't know where I'm supposed to go. I mean, I don't see how going back to the university is going to be of any use. Can I not go over here, man? So I'm guessing I gotta go back the other way. Here we go. Whoa. Please don't be there.
Hello?
Kate! Oh, is that you? What's going on?
Olivia.
Well, I finally got the mechanical train wound, and I hope it's going to take me to Hans Varlberg. I had to sort things out with a couple of weirdo sailors, and they probably ripped me off. But now I'm blocked behind this massive wall. You should see it, it's huge!
I'm not talking about that. I want to know what's going on with Dan.
What do you mean?
I bumped into him at Maggie's Zoo, and he said you'd argue.
That's a bit over the top. Things got a bit heated the last time we called, that's all. No need to go overboard.
I don't mean to be melodramatic, but he didn't seem in such great shape. He had his down in the dumps head on.
Like Dan has a down in the dumps head.
Oh, yeah, when that shock of hair flops over his forehead, and his eyes missed up, and his eyebrows kind of creased together.
I'd never noticed. Maybe I did go a bit too far, but he's got such a goody two-shoes image of me that sometimes I just lose it. And this case is taking up a lot of headspace. I was just looking for a bit of compassion.
Well, you sure got mine. So, what's going down?
Like I said before, I'm kind of getting somewhere, but it's slow. This Hans Vorarlberg guy is getting more and more fascinating by the day.
Okay, well, anyway, it doesn't sound like you're bored. Not like back here in the office. Every day is boredom day. Just no fun without you. When are you coming back?
Shouldn't be long, I hope. Look, I've got to go. See you soon.
Well, call us again real soon. And be easier on Dan next time, huh?
I'll try.
Why is she sticking up for Dan so much? Well, this does look like a fortress. This just got real draconian. Oh shit.
I don't want to touch it, in case...
I was trying to talk to this dude.
Good day to you, sir.
Captain Malatesta, Commander-in-Chief of the Barkstadt Border Post, at your service, madam.
He's very formal.
My name is Kate Walker. I've been assigned by my company to find a man who is supposed to be living in Syberia.
What a peculiar mission. Taking so many risks for such a futile goal.
Captain, to my mind, the military zeal with which you insist on guarding this meaningless wall strikes me as equally futile.
I should be offended by your words, miss, but I forgive you, because you are young and unaware of the very real dangers lurking in store for us.
Let's go to Hans first.
Is the person who takes care of the gate anywhere around?
There is no person who takes care of the gate. Believe you me, ma'am. I have been the one and only guardian of this gate since 1968. That year I took over the position from the late Lieutenant Colonel Malatesta, my own father.
In that case, can you tell me how the mechanism works? It sure looks complicated to me.
Not at all. It is child's play for anyone who takes the time to work out its surprisingly straightforward logic. And from the looks of your locomotive, it shouldn't pose you any problems.
Why do you say that?
When I caught sight of your formidable locomotive, I immediately said, heavens, only Hans Vorarlberg could design such an engine. And I know what I'm talking about, ma'am, because he invented the gate's original mechanism.
Wow.
It was his last creation here in Barkstad.
So you know Hans Vorarlberg?
No, I mean, not personally. I was only a baby when he stayed in Barkstad. My father spoke often of him, and I knew about his inventions. He left very many things behind him.
I know.
In any case, I noticed that his fantastic knack for inventing has not deteriorated with age. How's he doing?
I don't know. In fact, I don't actually know him. I'm searching for him. An inheritance matter. I hope his train is going to lead me to him.
And why not? His inventions are always full of surprises.
Between the station aviary and this bleak wall, the change in atmosphere is radical, don't you think?
It's been a long time since I've been at liberty to judge, miss. My duties forbid me from abandoning my post.
I need a visa to cross the wall and to continue my journey to the east. They told me that you are the only person in a position to issue such a visa.
Indeed. This responsibility is part of my duties. However, I am not currently issuing visas because nobody must venture beyond the wall.
And why not?
It's far too dangerous, in particular for a lady of your standing who is traveling unescorted.
Dangerous? What exactly do you mean, Captain?
The enemy, miss. The enemy. I've been observing them for several years through my telescope. There's one particular horseman stationed yonder. He's a scout from the invading enemy army, and he's been spying on us. So I have to be extremely vigilant. He knows that I know he's there, you understand? And as long as I keep my eye on him, he won't dare try anything.
Are you sure?
Please, take a look for yourself.
Alright, I was kind of with this guy, but now he seems a bit off his rocker.
Don't mind me if I retire, Captain.
Please, madam, my respects.
Okay, that doesn't seem to be doing anything. Wait.
How strange. I can't see a Cossack horseman at all. There's just a dead tree in the middle of an empty plain. That poor captain must have really bad eyesight.
Yeah. Oh, glasses.
Look, broken glasses. If they belong to the captain, then he sure has eye problems going by those lenses. It's not the enemy that worries me. It's your eyesight. I saw a pair of broken glasses in your office. Maybe that explains why you see a horseman where there is only a dead tree.
No need. A dead tree. That is preposterous. It is the enemy at our gates, miss. There is no doubt about it. But don't you worry. I am here, at my post, to watch over us.
Please, Captain, don't be angry.
What are you insinuating, miss? My sight is perfect. I refuse to let you sully my reputation. Miss, this discussion is now over.
Come on, bro. Don't be like that.
Good day to you, sir.
Man, so you can face forward and talk
Captain
to me.
Malatesta, Commander...
I need to
Captain,
go.
I can assure you that your enemy horseman is in fact simply a dead tree.
A tree? But that's totally ridiculous. I can tell you have never seen a Cossack before in your life.
How long has this Cossack been spying on your wall?
For a long time. Yes, a very long time. but they could attack at any moment. We simply cannot tell.
And he's been in the same position the whole time?
Cossacks are soldiers, miss. They're capable of great resistance and persistence in the face of adversity.
You claim that Hans invented the gate mechanism?
Affirmative, miss. He has such fine talent, don't you think? And from what I see of your train, his know-how hasn't diminished with time.
The most remarkable thing has got to be his automaton engineer. A marvel of mechanical engineering, and a personality that is larger than life.
If I had known the man, I would have asked him to create me a unit of automaton sentries.
Wow. That's like, how typical and
Between
unnecessary.
the station aviary and this bleak wall, the change in atmosphere is radical, don't you think?
It's been a long time since I've been at liberty to judge, miss. My duties forbid me from abandoning my post.
I'm not a fan when people think of innovation only in terms of how it can better serve military might.
Yangala Cola. Do you have any idea what it is?
What a strange name. Is it a native tribe? Are they friend or are they foe?
Neither. It's a small exotic mushroom with healing powers that the paleontologist at the university recommended to me.
I've never heard of it. I have great admiration for the university professors and their extensive knowledge. I don't quite understand why you are talking about mushrooms.
Their effects on vision are startling.
Okay.
Your sight improves immediately.
There's nothing wrong with my sight. Several years ago, my eyes were weakened by a bad fever and I had to wear glasses. But now that I am better, my eyes are fine as well.
Don't take this the wrong way, but about that horseman, the one who's been sitting out there all this time, don't you find it a little bit strange?
It is military strategy, miss. Psychological warfare. He who first loses his nerve loses the fight. I'm faced here with an intelligent enemy. He's waiting for me to drop my guard, and then give the signal to attack. We have learnt much about each other over time, and he knows I am as stubborn and brave as he is. But I shall not give in. Of that, you may be sure.
I think this motherfucker been in a
Don't
watchtower
mind
a
me if
little
I
too
retire,
long.
Captain.
Please, madam.
You can fix vision. His glasses are messed up.
Look, broken glasses. If they belong to the captain, then he sure has eye problems going by those lenses.
What am I supposed to
The
do?
captain will never swallow this powder as it is.
I mean, I was gonna say this for me, but
Look,
okay. Have some wine.
good day to you.
Captain Mel...
Captain, I can assure you.
Okay.
A tree?
How long is...
For a...
And he's been...
Cossacks?
Don't mind me if I retire.
Please, madam.
Clearly I have to... Oh, I didn't even mean to do that.
Look,
Alright, big dog.
Colonel, sir.
Captain, miss.
But you have the air of a great officer.
You flatter me, miss. Unfortunately, I'm afraid that we frontier soldiers are often forgotten by the military administration.
There's no justice. I sympathize with you, Captain. Let us forget our worries for a moment and have a little drink together in the name of friendship.
It would be my pleasure, miss, but the regulations strictly forbid it.
Come on. A little glass of wine never hurt anybody, and nobody need know.
Wine, miss? You are putting me in a very delicate situation.
Don't deny yourself, Captain. Just a little glass. I assure you, it is excellent.
Well, perhaps just a drop.
Here's your glass. To your good health, Captain.
And to yours, miss.
Sometimes you gotta use your gender to your advantage.
It's been a long time since I've drunk wine in such pleasant company. I admit, it is excellent.
Isn't it? You wouldn't think it came from Barrickstadt. It is made from the Amazon forest Sauvignon grape that has been miraculously conserved and cultivated in the station garden.
Well, well, well. The university authorities kept that one to themselves.
You know, Captain, it is essential that I continue my journey eastwards.
Please, don't even think about it. As I've said, it's extremely dangerous. The enemy is spying on us.
Perhaps your Cossack horseman isn't quite what you thought. Perhaps it's just a dead tree twisted into a strange shape. You should take another look. You never know. Go on, Captain. Give it a try.
So be it. I will make this concession to the fairer sex, miss. But it does seem to be quite ridiculous. Incredible. How is this possible? By what strange magic? How could I have been so wrong for so long? The enemy was only a tree. I'm so ashamed.
It's not that bad, Captain. It's only human to make mistakes, after all.
A tree. Nothing but a dead tree.
Pull yourself together, Captain. It's okay. And now I suppose there's nothing stopping you from issuing me a visa?
Yes, of course. There is no more danger. All these years. And now the Cossack has gone. There is nothing left to watch.
Captain, you should be delighted. From now on, you don't have to stay pinned to your watchtower. Travel can start up again normally. You will be able to resume your regular duties like issuing entrance and exit visas.
You're right. I will sign you a visa to cross the wall frontier immediately. 1,000 apologies. Here, miss.
Authorization to cross the border. The document authorizes the holder with belongings to pass through the border wall gate. Captain Malatesta, the gate commander. Warning, beyond the ramparts, conditions for journeys into the Eastern Territories are filled with uncertainty and reputed to be hazardous. As a consequence, the wall authorities cannot guarantee the physical safety of the traveler and decline all responsibility in the event of any incident. Gotta sign that waiver.
Thank you, Captain. And keep your eyes open.
Miss, if we could keep this between ourselves, please. For the sake of my honor, you understand?
You have my promise, Captain.
Man's had an entire existential crisis. But oh wow, it's the first time my notepad is actually blank. Where's that visa? Where's my visa? Oh. Alright. Time to... Oops. It was fun while it lasted. But so long, Bergstadt.
Here is the visa. I hope it's regulation, my dear Oscar.
It is regulation. Here is your ticket.
Train ticket for the mechanical railway departing from Bergstadt. The ticket is valid for one person, should be presented to any official of the mechanical railway when so required.
Have a good journey, Kate Walker.
So, can we go now?
Indeed. We are already very late, Kate Walker.
Do I get another cutscene? I would like another cutscene. I guess I gotta click.
Your ticket.
You know, Oscar, you might not think so, but I also know a thing or two about procedure. And that's one bit of procedure I'm not going to forget about easily.
As you wish, Kate Walker.
Yes, for once we're going to do things as I wish.
I definitely forgot about my ticket.
Here you go, Oscar.
Now, please return to your seat, Kate Walker.
Yes, Oscar. Immediately, Oscar.
This is kind of looking like an industrial hellscape. I guess I gotta get off the train. Wow, okay. That's a weird way to walk off the train. Where's Oscar? This place looks like it's not good for the lungs, that's for sure.
Kate Walker! Kate Walker!
Oscar, what's going on? Why has the train stopped? Where are we?
The springs of the train are unwound again, Kate Walker. As for the question pertaining to our geographical location, I really haven't the slightest idea.
Well, we better get looking for a winding machine, my dear Oscar. I hope that this place actually has one.
The air here is so polluted that I could not possibly risk leaving the locomotive.
Oh my God.
My joints might corrode irreparably.
Right. Let's see. Okay, let's try looking on the bright side here. I need to stretch my legs.
Is there something wrong, Kate Walker? Are you uncomfortable? Are the passenger facilities on this train substandard? I shall draw up a formal complaint form for you immediately.
No, Oscar, everything's fine, I assure you. A little walk will do me good, that's all. Oscar, you couldn't make a little effort for just this once. If we both went looking for the winding machine, the two of us together might find it quicker.
You are in all probability correct, Kate Walker. But the high level of heavy metal miasma that pollutes the atmosphere could cause havoc to my wheelwork.
Let's hope Hans Varlberg once lived here as well. Maybe he planned for his locomotive's unplanned stop and installed a winding machine as well. Otherwise, it's not looking great for the rest of the journey.
Do not forget that Hans Vorarlberg is a genius in the true sense of the word.
But is he a genius with a sense of forward planning?
We will find that out when we find the winding machine.
My God, Oscar, what would I do without you? We just keep stopping. When will we ever get to the end of this journey?
Simply wind up the spring and we can set off immediately.
From your mouth to God's ears. Gosh, it's really gloomy here. I wonder where on earth I'm going to find a winding machine.
I have total confidence in you, Kate Walker. You are, after all, a brave and resourceful woman.
Yeah, right. See you soon, Oscar.
I shall stay right here, Kate Walker.
Okay, time to wander around.
door is locked. I've got to find another way around.
Whoa.
If that's going to... It doesn't work.
Yeah, okay. Oops.
I should listen to this voice cylinder. It could give me
Think I
some
will.
interesting information.
Whoa. Alright. The handle? Anything else? Handle. Now what?
It doesn't work. It doesn't work.
Bruh. Okay.
It doesn't work.
No, I'm an idiot. Damn, I gotta watch this cutscene every now. Yeah, okay.
It doesn't work.
Okay, Kate.
It doesn't work.
Bruh. Oh, I'm dumb. I'm an idiot. Okay. Now let's go up again. But don't hit the train, please. I mean, was that supposed to do something?
It can't go that way.
Really? I guess I gotta move him back out the way. I'm like zoning out. Okay, that should do it. What the fuck?
Hey! You there!
Hey, bro, this is why you need a gun. Not necessarily in real life, but in this moment, it would benefit her. Not that this individual's like automatically evil or anything.
That door is locked. I've got to find
No,
it.
just in case. You might get got. You never know. You never know. No, it was like a floor. Yeah, okay. The boxes have a caution symbol. Try to click them. And there's nothing. Oh shit.
Hello? Hello?
Kate, it's Dan. Can you hear me?
Dan, is that you? I can't hear you so good. Dan!
Hey, just talk. It's about the last conversation. Are you still mad at me? Come on, it's important.
Dan, you're breaking up. I'll try and call you when I get out of this mine.
You're strange. Kate! Come on, what's happening? Listen, we've got to talk.
Look, the line's just getting worse and worse. I'm hanging up. That's going to work. It looks like this thing's jammed.
Is that the only thing? Okay. Is there something back here? I don't want to go back here.
It's too dark to continue. I might lose my way.
Is this like a... Nope. Find the metal shears. Enter into the storage room. Find the man who stole Oscar's... Somebody stole his hands. Come again. Maybe it's like something in this room I could use. Oops. Somebody stole Oscar's hands and I had to find a giant, well not a giant, but a spark plug. Wait, I saw another icon. Oh, I guess that's it. Yeah, I guess I could use this voice cylinder. When did this motherfucker get his hands taken? I'm so lost. Where is Oscar? Did he get kidnapped?
My dear brother, what joy to have news of you after your long silence during the war years. So you're working for the Russians now. I tell you, we've been hearing some worrying stories about them here. Just your description of that dingy factory makes me cough. But it's so good to hear that your talent is being recognized for its true value, and that your automaton creations are taking the place of workers for all those menial jobs. I'm so proud that Vorarlberg automatons are making such a contribution, even if it is small, to the improvement of people's lives. Meanwhile, back in Baladolin, we've been licking our wounds after the war years. Some people have returned, others not. Life is slowly coming back, but it's taking time. All my love, Anna.
These shelves...
I have no idea what to do, man. Bro, where's Oscar? I think I need to. Oh shit.
Oscar, talk to me.
Oh, he got his ass yoked. Ooh, what's this? Hold on, big dog. I guess this is to
Are you okay?
Why, it is absolutely inadmissible, intolerable, and indescribable. I have been attacked.
What do you mean you've been attacked?
My hands! I no longer have them! They have been stolen!
My God, you haven't got your hands! But who did this? What's going on here?
We can be sure of one thing, Kate Walker. That this heinous crime was committed by a barbarian. A dysfunctional individual whose behavior lacks all finesse.
Did you get a look at your attacker? Tell me exactly how it happened.
I was standing here polishing up my metalwork. I was just thinking that with all the dust in the air, it would be a good idea to...
Oscar!
I was very busy, and I suddenly felt two powerful arms grab me from behind and tie me up before I had the chance to defend myself. I wanted to call out, but my attacker gagged me before I could emit the slightest sound. Then he dismantled my hands with a terrifying pair of pliers. It was horrible.
I can believe it, my poor Oscar, but did you see him?
He was a real barbarian, I tell you. He had bloodshot eyes, steel teeth, and brown scaly skin, and he emitted foul odors. He was a monster, Kate Walker, a real monster, and he had a weapon.
Oscar, please calm down. Everything's going to be all right. Anything else you remember, Oscar?
I have told you everything, and I'd rather not think about it anymore.
I mean, what kind of weapon did he have?
How old do you think your attacker was?
How old? Such monsters are ageless. I tell you, my wheelwork froze with fear.
I think he must have been an older man. Someone with a soft spot for automatons. An expert who knows how to dismantle a pair of hands with a pair of pliers.
I'm afraid I don't quite follow you.
And what if it was Hans Vorarlberg himself?
That's what I was thinking.
Kate Walker, in spite of the respect in which I hold you, permit me to say that such an idea is stupid. Hans Vorarlberg, my attacker. A father would never attack his offspring. Get a grip on yourself.
That's not true.
I should point out in all modesty that my attacker must have had muscles to overcome an automaton of my build.
Maybe you're right there, Oscar. I do apologize. Do you know if your attacker stole anything else?
As soon as he'd swiped my hands, he ran away.
Well, at least that's one good piece of news. The train's still intact.
What do you mean, intact? I am the train engineer. It was designed for me, and I for it. By maiming me in this brutal manner, the barbarian has also mutilated our locomotive. Without me and my hands, we're never going anywhere.
Sure, okay. Could you maybe tell me how the train works, then?
That is strictly forbidden, Kate Walker. There is only one engineer, and that train engineer is me. I am sure you don't have a license or authorization, or even a deputy engineer's permit.
Do you really think it's the right moment to get wrapped up in red tape, Oscar?
Regulations are regulations, Kate Walker.
I don't know if I already exhausted this option.
How old do you think your attacker was?
How old? Such...
Yeah, I do.
I'm afraid...
And what if...
Kate Walker...
Right, Oscar. Let's go find this hand bandit. And this time, we're not going to be such a pushover.
Kate Walker, please do not think that this problem does not concern me. But if it's all the same to you, I would so much prefer to stay here, just to be on the safe side. An engineer never abandons his train, after all.
Yeah, sure. Another good reason not to lend a... I mean, not to help me out.
Kate Walker, even an automaton deserves a little compassion. I have just been savagely assaulted. Oh, I can feel one of my spasms coming on. I am on the verge of a clockwork breakdown. And all you do is accuse me of being selfish.
Okay, take a rest, Oscar. You're not much use without your hands anyway. Right, I'm done. Take care of yourself, Oscar.
Good luck, Kate Walker. And don't forget me.
Don't be so dramatic. Well, I got these pliers, so if that person doesn't have a force multiplier, I can knock their ass out. Oops. I didn't mean to queue up. Bruh. Oh, I guess I gotta click this X. What to do? I can't. I feel like there's no place to go but back to that, that hook he has in his hand is like a symbol. I can't remember. I remember seeing it on a flag. I'm not like an expert at vectorology, I believe is the term. I'll look it up later though. Let me see what happens if I smooth it forward once. I think last time it didn't let me out, but maybe up. Okay. Wait.
If that's going to work.
Wow, she's strong arming that shit. Just did the Kool-Aid Jammers, man. Spark plug? Spark plug. I have no idea what I'm looking at. Yeah, I don't know what I'm looking at. Can't go through that door. Anything else to grab? No? No? Back once. Okay. Get the spark plug on. I'm still walking into this creepy cave, even if it's lit. I think I failed myself once again. I definitely said I was going to beat this today. Maybe I'll take a break and then play again later on today. I'm like super cold and I'm getting pretty hungry. This is like Resident Evil now. Oh, shit. That scared the shit out of me. What was it, a TV? Is there people living down here? It's a mine shaft. This a little unsettling. Well, let's go this way first. Pipes. Whoa. Whoa, that's scary as shit. I don't know what the screwdriver's for. Can I not do anything? Can I not? Are those Oscars? Can't do anything. Bruh. Okay.
That door is locked.
Ooh. Bruh. Okay, I'm back at the train. I gotta use the screwdriver for something. What's this? Ah, bingo.
Hey, you! Who are you? Careful, I'm warning you. I'm not afraid of you, okay?
I'll slap your ass.
What do you want? Why did you do that?
There must be some misunderstanding.
Because you reckon theft is all about misunderstanding, do you? Give me my hands back. Now!
Your hands? And what are those on the ends of your arms? I can explain everything to you. You see, I'm no thief.
You broke into my train, assaulted my driver, mutilated him, and stole his hands. Apart from that, you are not a thief.
I have not stolen them, miss. Only borrowed them for a while.
You've got to be joking.
I'm not joking with you, miss. I would never take such liberties.
They belong to Oscar, my automaton engineer. Why did you steal them?
They are extraordinary. Real mechanical wonders. I would never have been capable of designing such hands myself. Never. Such workmanship. Such precision crafting. It is incredible. Absolutely incredible.
And just because you like them, you decided to steal them?
I have only borrowed them, little missy. Temporarily, you understand? Of course, I shall return them to you when I don't need them anymore. You can...
Excuse me?
You see, these hands are all I need to complete my plan. At last, I can finish off my automaton pianist and fulfill my dreams. Everything is now in place. You see, I have converted this old, useless, stupid factory into a magical theater. As you can see, the furnaces, piping, chimney stacks, they've all been converted into one gigantic organ. I will be able to accompany the world's greatest living singer. Now all I need is her...
This guy's a little creepy.
Who are you?
Sergei Borodin, the director of the industrial city of Komkolsgrad. Or what is left of it at least. But who are you, for that matter? And why have you stopped in my station without authorization?
I didn't choose to stop in your station, but my train has a technical problem. My name is Kate Walker, and I'm an American lawyer.
It is very kind of you to come so far just to visit this place.
I repeat again, I never intended to stop here. I'm on a business trip. I'm a lawyer, goddammit.
Oh wow.
Right.
That was a Sean
What
Connery
brings
line.
you here?
Like I said, a stupid mechanical hitch.
I'm a lawyer, goddammit.
And what if I helped you to make some other hands, just for your automaton?
Why should life be complicated when I already have what I need? And I very much doubt you are in any position to create such a perfect pair of hands.
I don't like this guy.
You mentioned an automaton pianist, didn't you? Where did you find it?
I pieced it together myself, my dear. Except for the hands, that is. I admit that I underestimated the intricacy of this part of the design. A pianist's hands are very important, after all. But enough. Now he has a perfect set of hands.
That you stole.
Your passion amazes me. Have you designed any other automatons here?
No. Clockwork mechanisms do not interest me as such. I simply needed a robot capable of accompanying Helena Romansky on my huge organ. I adapted an existing model, a reject automaton secretary. I reconstructed it and adapted it to this new function.
An existing model, you say? Did you ever know Hans Vorarlberg? He was a kind of mechanical genius, like yourself.
Hans Vorarlberg? Yes. Or maybe... I don't know. No.
Sure, I understand. The number of automatons still functioning in this abandoned complex is amazing, though.
My dear, one thing is for sure. For many years, I have been totally alone here. If that man ever came to this city, he left long ago.
When you stepped on the train, you were trespassing on private property.
Everything in this city, sweet lady, belongs to the state. And to all intents and purposes, the state in this city is me.
My train is not a part of this factory. And besides, we never would have stopped here in the first place if its engine hadn't needed winding.
Well, as long as your train is at this station, it may be requisitioned and used for industrial purposes.
Out of the question. And I forbid you to do so.
Maybe I won't have to. Perhaps we can maybe come to some kind of agreement, my sweet lady.
I hope so. And fast.
This guy has like a ghetto Craig Ferguson accent.
I'm sorry, I can't make heads or tails out of your story at all. Without my engineer's hands, I'm stuck here, you see?
Everything I have designed, all that I have invented, everything is for her. Do you realize? Her. Oh, to hear her sing one more time, here in my factory!
But who is she? Who are you talking about?
Helena. The one and only Helena Romansky. Her voice is so pure, like an angel. One day she came here to Komkolsgrad. She sang here, you know, when our industrial city was in its heyday. Oh, so long ago now. It was almost unreal. It was magical. I remember it like it was yesterday. Then, later, a long time later, she saved my soul. She saved my life and gave it meaning. When I was told that the mining program was to be abandoned, that this industrial city was consigned to oblivion, that I, its director, would from then on be nothing but a guardian of these rusting remains of a bygone age, that is when I first formed my plan to bring Helena Romansky back to this factory. But this time, she would sing for me, and me alone.
And is she okay about this?
Sure, sure. Once she finds out that I have done all this for her, when she realizes how I converted this vast network of pipes and tubes to create one of the most impressive organs ever made, then, you know, this was no small achievement, miss. Once molten iron flowed through here. Now there wafts only beautiful melodies. But then I realized I had to make an automaton pianist. I began to despair that I would never create hands that were intricate enough. But then you arrived. So lucky, don't you think?
Yeah, that must have been a happy coincidence for someone around here. So, when will this Madame Romansky come back? When do I get my hands back?
I don't know. Maybe someone should look for her. Tell her. Hey, why don't you go? The quicker you bring her back, the sooner you can carry on your business trip. Now, isn't that a good idea?
And you promise that once Helena has sung, you will give me back my automaton's hands?
I promise, my dear. You have my solemn word.
Well, I guess I'm going to have to believe you. Where should I go hunting for this singer, then?
I have no idea. But for a woman of the world like yourself, finding her should pose no obstacle. Helena Romansky was a world celebrity, you know. I have collected many objects, souvenirs of her that I keep in a room. A shrine to her glory. It's like her own personal museum in a way. You should take a look.
Sounds a bit overly obsessive. Yeah, he has a whole secret room, yes. A bit overly is a understatement.
This whole story is completely nuts. Please, excuse me. I have to go now.
So be it.
Yeah, I'm about to freeze to death and die of hunger at the same time.
It seems this monorail...
I should have just stabbed his ass with this screwdriver. It's violent, but, you know, sometimes you gotta be Rambo just to get it done. Not in the last Rambo. That movie seemed a little bit racist. Just a little bit. Actually, a lot of bit, but I'm sure Sylvester Stallone isn't racist. At least I would like to think so. This is mad creepy, bro. This is like straight evil within. And yeah, this dude's a stalker. Why can't I grab anything? Young Helena Romansky's crystal clear voice moves amateurs and professionals alike gathered for the 9th Vox d'Or Festival in Brussels. The young Russian soprano was the revelation of the event. She is an exceptionally talented singer. At the tender age of 20, Helena looks to have a very promising career ahead of her. Whoa. Helena Romansky's finest numbers are collected here on the Golden Disc, millions of copies of which are being sold around the world. Comrade, okay? Comrade Helena Romansky Sings for the People, are a series of recitals with pianos performed in factories of our great republic. After Kiev, our diva arrives at Komkolskrad. Ravishing Helena is seen here with the factory director Comrade Borodin and several admirers. Helena Romansky's success in Europe is assured. The great Helena Romansky, our nation's glory, appears and triumphs every night on Europe's most famous stages. Following from Milan, Paris, and Vienna, Helena Romansky gave an exceptional recital in which her voice was even more powerful and moving than ever. Helena Romansky at this point is at the peak of her artistic career, and her recitals that year are exceptional. The high point and testimony to the greatness is her unforgettable interpretation of Rigoletto, sung with her great friend, the Russian tenor Frank Malkovich. Let us not forget that the latter has recently decided to pursue his career in the U.S. Yesterday evening, adoring crowds filled at the Bolshoi to say their fond farewells to Helena Romansky, their diva, making her last ever public appearance. Romansky revolutionized lyrical artistry, and her name has already passed into posterity. Through the well of emotion, her fatigue, and illness, she merely managed to utter a tearful thank you. That kind of reminds me of Anita Mui. She was in Rumble in the Bronx, but she was also a singer, and I believe she died of, I want to say, cervical cancer. It was really sad. Wait, let me go back. Madame Helena Romansky, Kapinski Apartments, 12-1, Mokovaya Street, Moscow. I'm pronouncing all of this wrong. Kamol Scrat, June 15th, 1997. Dear Helena, pray forgive me such familiarity of tone. I have written to you so often and for so long now that I have come to know you intimately through my correspondence. I hope if my previous letters have reached you that you share this feeling. I'm writing you at this address for the 112th time. Stalker. I hope that one day you will return there and you will find one of my letters. This one maybe. I can only hope. It's just that I have so much to say to you, so much to share. My work progresses well. As I wrote before, the hardest part was to put theory into practice, but I gradually find solutions to the problems and have managed to add a whole host of fine adjustments. The grand organ is nearly complete. I can't wait for you to see it. Madam, I have transformed my factory into a crown, and I hope that you will be its jewel. It is a magnificent stage, one worthy of your talent and beauty. Elena, I feel so close to you. You alone are all I think about. You and you alone are all I think about. The more time that goes by, the more certain I become that one day you will visit me in this factory that is dedicated entirely to you. I have immense hope in my heart, and I am awaiting your acceptance of my invitation. Yours in faith and devotion, Sergei Borodin. Yeah, he's a straight stalker. Wait, hold on. Frank Malkovich. Frank Malkovich? That's, oh my god. That's, No, not that one. Frank Malkovich is who her mom. What the fuck? And he went to the US. Oh shit, this shit just got real deep. Frank Malkovich is who her mother went to see sing, and he invited her to stage. And she, air quotes, loves him.
Hi, Mom?
Kate! Well, have you seen the time? Why are you phoning me in the middle of the night?
Sorry, Mom. I forgot about the time zones. Did I wake you?
Well, of course you woke me up. I was sleeping deeply, too. I simply got to get my beauty sleep. I've got an absolutely crazy day tomorrow.
I'm sorry. It's just that it's real important and urgent. I haven't got a lot of time.
Well, if it really can't wait till tomorrow, Munchkin, come on, tell your mommy what's up. No way I'm calling Dan for you, if that's what you want.
Mom, listen, please. I seem to remember you're seeing Marovich or something like that at the moment.
No. Malkovich, Munchkin. Frank Malkovich.
Yeah, right. So, but he's an opera singer, right?
That's right. They say he had the finest voice of his time, my dear. Imagine that.
That's just great. So then he must have known a famous singer called Helena Romansky. She's Russian, too. Please, if you can ask him if...
Listen, honey, if it's stars you're after, Frank knows them all. I'll just wake him up and let him tell you himself.
You mean he's...
They fucking... Ugh.
Oh, you do? Oh, Kate, listen, you're still there. Frank tells me he did hang out with a Romansky once, but it was platonic. You know those singers. She's a great soprano.
Great. Does he know where she went? Does she still sing? Where does she live?
1 second, Munchkin. You know... Oh. Frank says she was very ill and she withdrew from circulation. Really? Oh, what is... Oh, okay. She went to rest in some spa somewhere. He thinks it was called Arrowbad, but it was 15 years ago and he's not sure. And, well, honey, when Frank wakes up, he always takes a little bit of time to get going, you know.
Thanks a bundle, Mom. And Frank, too. You're both fantastic. Love you both. And Thanks again. Catch you later.
I don't love neither one of them. Alright, back to Sergey, I think was his name. The Creeper. Who's talented, but... oh god. Why do I think this is like Dan?
Hello?
Did I wake you up?
Bruh.
I can't sleep at all. This whole business just keeps turning round and round in my head.
What business, Dan?
But Kate, that argument we had, have you forgotten? I really need to talk about that again.
Oh, you know, I guess we were both a little high-strung, that's all. But don't sweat it, okay?
Yeah, sure. Getting carried away never solves anything, does it? I must say I felt really dumb when I hung up.
Really?
Yeah, I left the door to my office open and I was convinced everybody around heard me.
I'm so embarrassed, Dan. Please say I'm sorry to your colleagues from me.
It doesn't matter, honey. Promise me that you will never put me in that state again. You're usually so delightful. I have the impression that this journey is putting more than distance between us.
Well, it's true I'm living a whole load of new and amazing experiences.
Okay, I see. And still no Hans Warlberg?
No.
Keep me posted. You know how important you are to me. Hurry home, huh?
I'll try. Big hug, Dan.
I still don't like Dan. They're all bad. Bruh. Bruh.
Director.
Ah, it is you, Miss Walker.
Director, I think I know where Helena Romansky is.
My God, you have found Helena? That is fantastic.
They're all bad.
From my research, Helena Romansky is living in Arrowbad.
Arrowbad? Helena Romansky is in Arrowbad.
You know the town, then? You know where it is?
Of course. It was a famous spa resort. In its heyday, Arrowbad welcomed all the big wigs of the regime. To be granted a stay there was a real honor. Today, the honor has gone, along with all the generals and colonels, all washed away with the sea.
It sounds like a good place if you need to take it easy or convalesce.
I think Madame Romansky would be happier here. I think she'll prefer the peace and quiet here, the perfect tranquility of our little town.
This dude's hella creepy, bruh. Mission.
How can I get to Arrowbad?
There is one way that you can. Here in the city, there are no suitable vehicles left. But that drunk old fool living up there, he'll have something.
What drunken old fool? You mean you're not alone? What's up there?
You mean you haven't noticed the space compound on the plateau?
What?
There's still some pathetic old soldier guarding it. But he's more interested these days in reaching for another bottle than reaching for the stars.
And you think this gentleman could have a vehicle for me?
I haven't the slightest idea. If you catch him on a good day, then maybe. But good days for him are far and few between. I wish you luck.
How do I get up to the space compound, then?
There is a monorail that leads up to the Cosmodrome. When you are inside, I will activate the automatic pilot.
Okay, I'm going. Wish me luck.
I am counting on you, Miss Walker.
I'm really helping a stalker. Bruh.
Hello?
Kate! Oh, that you? How are you?
Olivia! Great, just the right person. Look, have you heard of Helena Romansky?
No. Is she some Russian fashion designer?
No, she's a singer. I'm going to be meeting her soon. I've just got to find a way of reaching Arlbad. Can you imagine how lucky I am?
Not really. Well, what relation's this singer got with the toy case? You sure you know what you're up to, Kate? You sound really different, like you're changing or something.
Look, it's like this. If I'm going to get to the end of my journey, I've got to link up this singer and the director of the Comkausgrad Industrial City. Don't worry, I know exactly what I'm doing. Why did you say that I've changed?
I don't know, just an impression. You sound more sure of yourself, like stronger, more confident.
And that's a problem?
There you go. Just takes one word and you're up on your high horse. I'm beginning to see Dan's point of view. It's getting harder and harder to back you up all the time.
What does that mean?
Well, it means that I had a drink or two with Dan, because he wants to talk. He feels a bit lonely, you see?
I knew it.
And what's he been telling you?
Nothing. He just has the impression you're slipping away from him. He can't see where you're coming from anymore. Like, we went to the movies the other day, and he said that you would have loved the film, but I told him that...
You mean you're dating my fiancé?
No! No, not dating, Kate. Just propping him up while you're away. All in a good cause. I can keep an eye on him for you at the same time.
What would I do without you?
Oh, you're jealous. Huh. Well, that's a good sign. That means you want him. Now, that he'll be pleased to hear.
You seeing each other again soon?
Tomorrow night.
Bruh.
He invited me to dinner at the Goldberg. You don't mind, do you, Kate?
No worries. Look, I've got to go, Olivia. Take care.
Oh my god, not Olivia. I knew it. I'm gonna wrap it up though. I get that this game's a little... The fuck is that? Yeah, I'm wrapping it up. I just don't want to wrap it up out here.
If that's going to work...
I forgot what I was saying. This game is a little longer than I expected it to be. I get the feeling that I will complete it within the next, I'm gonna say like 2 to 3 playthroughs. I'll try to make it 2 though. Yep, this must be the guy. I'm gonna call it here. Wait, let me make sure I can see an icon that saves. I'm not seeing one. Bleh. Okay, I guess I'll talk to him.
Excuse me. Sir, sorry to disturb you, but yoo-hoo. Can you hear me?
3, 2, 1, contact! And we have liftoff! Oh, holy mother. A dame. A pretty dame on the launch pad.
Please, no need to worry, sir. Just do stay calm. I just want some information.
Watch what you're doing, sweetheart. We ain't got no information, no strategies, no plans to tell anyone, anywhere, anytime. Military regulations, you dig it, man?
My name's Kate Walker. I'm a lawyer from... I'm a bit lost. And I guess you know this place.
Boris Charov, at your service, madam. Can I offer you something from the bar?
No, thank you. Tell me, how long have you been here?
For as long as it took for you to come along, sweet pea. Don't think I've been lonely. I got a bottle or two here. Keep me company?
You're a soldier, aren't you? Ex-cosmonaut?
Hey, honey, that's all in the past. Hell, let's talk about today. Let's have a drink. That's an order, soldier.
That's not.
I heard that maybe you could lend me a vehicle or something?
A vehicle? All our vehicles were picked up and shipped out to the borders years ago. General's orders. I say, let us raise our glass to this finest soldier this country's ever known, little lady.
I don't mean to offend you, but I'm not in the mood for a drink right now.
And you'll live to regret it to your dying days, sweetheart. To your health, while you have it.
Does the name Hans Vorarlberg mean anything to you?
Karsberg.
Oh my god.
Of course I know that name. But sorry, it's been a long time since I've seen something like that around here.
Vorarlberg. He's a person. I'm looking for him, and I think he might have come by here a few years ago.
In that case, let us raise our glasses to this brave man and his very good health.
Poor bloke.
I came here by train, but I've got this mechanical problem. I had to leave the train down in the industrial zone. The director down there told me you were here.
Ah, Borodine, that dumb traitor. I tell you, he's gone over to the enemy, over to the dark side. It's terrifying, the darkness. Eating out his brain. The jerk.
That's maybe going a bit far. He is a little eccentric, I'll grant you that. But when you live on your own, cut off from the world for so long...
His brain's gone AWOL, I tell you. There's no darkness in my brain. I've got a cure. See? My secret antidote. Go on, have some. It'll stop you getting a cold.
I don't think I'm in a high-risk category, but thanks anyway.
He's a super alcoholic, man.
So many birds nesting around here. What attracts them all here like that?
Dumb birds. But at least a bird don't get bored, does it? See? They can fly. Them birds, jeez, they can fly.
Sounds like you're jealous of them.
Well, maybe you're just right there. 'Cause sometimes I like to let Soyuz loose and watch them circle for hours on ends. The birds, they crap themselves when they see him coming. Don't stop him coming back, though.
Soyuz?
Soyuz, ma'am. A silver angel. A savior who cleans our cosmodrome of them dirty rats with dirty wings.
I need to get to Aralbad, and quick.
You go ahead, soldier. I'll stay here and keep you covered. I got the supplies here. Got to keep an eye on them. Tricky job, too, you know. All these bottles.
Please, can you try and get a grip? I must absolutely find a way out of this industrial complex.
Jeez, me too. I've really got to get out of this dump, but not before I've had a little drink. Here, get your pretty little lips around this. Vodka. Tell me what you think.
That was creepy.
Do you have a vehicle to lend me? I think I'd even test one of your rockets right now if I had to.
Toast my rockets. Hey, pretty dame, I'll drink to that. Now, just a minute. We gotta need a special bottle for this special occasion. Something to blow you away. 3, 2, 1, contact, and we have liftoff.
Okay, that's enough.
What was that? Did you say something? Are our female comrades revolting or what? Oh, trouble on its way. Bottoms up. Power to the babushkas.
Babushkas.
I was going to... Forget it, it doesn't matter. He's too drunk to help anyone anyway.
I am not drunk. I have drunk. A little.
Let's find... This has to be something. Oh. Is this gonna, like, make him mad that I take this?
Sure, I left a bottle or two around here. I gotta get some air. Wall's getting pretty tight. We'll think about that blast off later, huh?
Are you okay, Colonel? Are you sure you're all right?
What is he doing? About to bust his ass.
Be careful! Don't lean out too far or you'll...
Oh, sweet fishing. Jesus. I'll be back. At least he probably just got knocked out. I don't know what that key is for. Conclosgrad Cosmodrome. The Prototype Program Management Committee. Object Program XP-25, the Vorarlberg Spring-Loaded Launchpad Project. Comrades, subsequent to inspections over the last year, our comrades of the Government Space Commission have reached an unforgivable conclusion concerning the Vorarlberg project, Program XP-25. Here are their findings. The Space Commission is convinced that Hans Vorarlberg's research will yield no concrete results capable of serving the military interests of our country or of advancing its space program. It is considered that this project will only bring ridicule to our country and give a very poor image of our national space industry abroad. During the last few years, in a long succession of fruitless attempts, Comrade Vorarlberg has clearly demonstrated the limits to his knowledge of mechanical sciences. Consequently, we have ordered the irrevocable suspension of the program. It has been deemed counter-revolutionary, and we now withdraw all collaboration with Comrade Vorarlberg. This decision has been approved by the Supreme Soviet, who adopted with a clear majority the Central Committee Directive of April 15th relating to the definitive cancellation of the Vorarlberg Spring-Loaded Launchpad project. The directive announces the provisional closure of the Conclosgrad Cosmodrome and reassignment of the Vorarlberg project test pilots to other domains. Conclosgrad, 21st April 1979, General Balimushin, commander of the Cosmodrome. Okay. Let me out. Anything else? No? My man's hopefully not dead, bro. He looked dead. Oh, can't help him. Well. Explore the space station, find a way to talk to the drunk. You can talk to him now. Bruh.
I need a
key. Now what? This is a little complicated. Where's the arm? If I could see the arm. Who am I supposed to be? Oops. Bruh, I have no idea where I'm supposed to be moving this man. I guess I'm going right again? Oh, let's use the one I haven't used. Jesus. That's disrespectful.
Hey, what's happening? That's water you got there. Stop it! Ow! You want me to drown?
I guess I can talk to him now.
Calm down, it's all right. Just a little wake-up call, that's all. You must have had quite a bit to drink.
Gee, you're right there. Not the first time, either. Probably won't be the last. Man, my head. Please, could you whisper?
Please, do excuse me. But it was the only way I could think of to bring you back to your senses.
A little extreme, maybe. But I get the impression you're a lady who likes to see results.
Man's woke up sober.
My name is Kate Walker. I'm a lawyer currently in charge of a special case. I'll spare you the details, but I've landed here, you see, unintentionally.
It is indeed an honor to welcome you here to the Cosmodrome, ma'am. My name is Colonel Boris Shaurov. I'm a Red Army test pilot reject, and now I babysit the Conclosgrad Space Complex.
This is an amazing complex. Shame it's a little run down.
What do you expect? Space race is yesterday's news. That's the way it is. News 1 minute, history the next.
There aren't many vehicles on this base.
When they decided to close the Cosmodrome, they towed all the useful equipment away.
It doesn't matter. I'll find some other way.
If I can help you, please, just ask.
Okay, help me.
I'm looking for someone. Hans Vorarlberg. And I think he came by here about 20 years ago?
Hans? You want to know if I know Hans? But of course. He invented one of the most incredible flying machines of the Cosmodrome. Christmas, good old Hans. Even after that dumb and dirty trick he played on me. But I wouldn't give to see him again.
What do you mean? What did he do to you?
Hans Vorarlberg and his famous flying wing. See, he invented this kind of spring-loaded launcher, capable of projecting a weird rocket into the stratosphere. It was red revolutionary hot, and I was going to be its first test pilot. Holy cow, what a job. And then several days before the launch, Hans disappears into thin air like that. Poof! The test program? Well, it's abandoned.
Just disappeared like that? Without saying where he was going?
You see, he wanted to hit the stars, but not bombs, if you get my drift. And one day Hans finally worked out what his launcher was really for. The generals have always called the shots here, you realize, and when they asked Hans to screw a nuclear warhead onto his flying wing, well, he wasn't a happy man. So he left. Just like that.
If everything was ready, why didn't you just wind the thing up and go flying after all?
Nobody understood machines here like Hans, especially not his own utopian inventions. You see, such inventions only live and breathe with their creator in the saddle. Without him, space travel became damn near impossible. And since then, well, I still like to travel, but in my own little way.
I'm beginning to understand a bit about how Hans Vorarlberg's inventions work. What is this one like?
I don't really know. As you can see, I'm a soldier, ma'am. Nothing more, nothing less. I'm not a goddamn aerospace engineer.
That was a little aggressive.
I've left my train in the Komkalsgrad station. Do you think it'll get in the way?
If I were you, I'd get out of there as quick as possible.
That's exactly what I intend to do, as soon as the director gives me back my automaton's hands. That's why I want to go to Arelbad.
So go, and go quickly, and get back what belongs to you. With a man like that, you never know what might happen.
You don't like him very much, then?
I'll confess that since his accident, he's gone a little doolally. These days, I stay clear of him, and you should do the same.
I don't really have the choice. Don't you find it strange to see so many birds in the Cosmodrome?
It's the iron rafters. They love them. And nowadays, they can enjoy a bit of good old peace and quiet here. So, of course, they turn up in flock loads. Sometimes I set Soyuz onto them. Just like the good old days.
Soyuz?
Soyuz is the last Golden Eagle left in active service. We had to get the dumb canaries out of the way before takeoff, so what did we do? Set the Eagle on them. And you should see them fly. Soyuz, he's like a cat among the pigeons. Magnificent.
I get the feeling Soyuz will come in handy.
Does Arelbad mean anything to you?
Arelbad. It's been a long time since I heard that name. It's a spa resort, man. Top brass of the regime would go there. As well as convalescing soldiers, tired politicians, profiteers and racketers, the whole caboodle. They'd go live it up, all expenses paid. One privilege I never got. Just 2 steps away from becoming the nation's hero, and no free holiday for me.
And where exactly is this place?
Further east. We never had to know where exactly. The airship was programmed to take vacationers there. From here.
I came here by train, but unfortunately it broke down. I've got to get to Arelbad immediately. Someone told me you might have a vehicle to lend me.
Someone? Who might that someone be? I hope you're not talking about Sergei Borodin.
Well, yes, I am. The director of the industrial complex below.
Be careful, ma'am. He is not a rational man. He can be mean and very dangerous.
He suggested I come and see you, actually. But I get the impression that he doesn't care much for you either.
I don't care what he thinks of me. All I say to you is, Watch out for him.
Thank you so much for helping me. I'm sorry to have woken you up like that.
It's been great talking to you, ma'am. I think I'll take 40 winks right now.
I never knew what 40 winks meant. Why is he standing like that?
Sir?
My head.
I came here by train, but unfortunately it broke.
Someone?
Yeah, okay.
Well,
Be careful, ma'am.
he suggest...
I don't care what he thinks.
Right, I'm off. See you later.
Don't you worry about me.
Whoa. Well, I see that save icon, so I can definitely stop. Alright, good day, take care, thanks for watching. I will see you next time shortly. Bye.